Everyone, I am Dr. Shruti Kona Ghosh. Today I am going to discuss about the poverty. Now, every one of you know about the poverty. You listen the word poverty, right? So, today we will discuss a little bit more about your poverty. Now, what are the types of poverty? How can you measure the poverty? What is the problem the economy is facing if there is any poverty? And if you can understand, poverty is always giving some problem. Now if there is a problem from poverty, then how to remove that problem from the society. So that is also a big concern of the economy, or rather the government. Hmm. So today we are going to discuss all about that, and at the same time we are going to discuss about the concept of development. Okay, now you know what is development. Again, as a layman, all of you know what is development. Hmm. But as you are now the student of the economics, you must know more about the development, right? The details, the exact name of the development, exact meaning of the development, and how to measure the development of the economy. Okay, we are not concerned about the development of any individual or the human being. It's not like that. It is, as we are dealing with the economics, so it is the development of the economy. So here we are going to discuss about the economic development. Okay, how to measure. Basically here we will discuss about the measurement of the development of the economy. And the next one is the development gap. Now, in case of the development gap, we will discuss that will be a inter-region. That will be an inter-region comparison. Okay, so development gap is a concept required when we are going to compare one region with another region. Now, that region may be a country, may be an economic area, maybe a village, maybe state, whatever it is. So we are going to compare among the regions. So there we need the concept of the development gap. And the last one is actually we are dealing with the per capita income and development gap. So how they are related with the development gap and the per capita income. Okay. Now first, as this is this in this class we are just giving the introduction. We are just going to know what are the meaning of those concepts. In the next class, we will discuss in details about all those concepts, right? Now, what do you mean by poverty? Basically, you know poverty means lack of money, right? Yes, that is true. That is absolutely true. That if the person doesn't have sufficient money, he is poor, right? And the condition of that poor person is called the poverty. But in economics, it is not the end. There are so many other angles to explain the poverty. You can explain poverty in terms of education. Educational poverty is possible. Health poverty is possible. Infrastructural poverty, this is also possible. So these concepts are not known for anyone who is not in the economics, right? As you are in the economics, you should know what how can you define poverty, how can you apply the concept of poverty in different area of the economy, right? So here we will definitely discuss all of this. Now, one more thing I want to say here about the say absolute and the relative. Look at the heading. It's related to the poverty, absolute and relative. What does it mean? Look, absolute poverty means the number of people who are poor. Very simple. So there are 10 individuals in the area, and within those 10 individuals, somehow you can calculate that 5 of them are not so, um, they don't have the sufficient money. So you can consider 5 as the poor people. There are 5 individuals who are poor. If you are saying like this, there are 5 individuals who are poor. This is called absolute poverty. Okay. On the other hand, if you want to see, say there are 10 individuals, but among those 10 individuals there is no one who is like poor. Okay, they have a more or less a significant amount of money, but still you can find poor among those 10 individuals. How? Here you need the concept of relative poverty. That means who are relatively poor. They are not, they may not be absolutely poor, but they are relatively poor. How can you get? Say among those 10 individuals, what is the median? What is the median income? Okay, median income means what? Median income means the per capita income. Obviously it is measured in terms of per capita income. The middlemost value, if you arrange the income of those 10 individuals in ascending or in descending order, there will be one income which is the middlemost income, right? So that is called the median value. Now the people whose income is less than this median income, they are called relatively poor. They are called relatively poor. Okay, so this is how you can define poverty: absolute poverty or relative poverty, right? We will discuss, don't worry, we will discuss in details when we will discuss about the poverty in the next class. Now regarding the development, what do you mean by development? Development means, generally people are saying, oh, development, it is the increase in per capita income. Now someone can ask you, what do you mean by per capita income? Now look, it, you may know, you may not know, but let me explain what is the meaning of per capita income. Per capita income means the total income of the economy divided by total people living in the economy. Okay? So if there are say 10, again there are 10 individuals in the economy. So and the total income of those 10 individuals is say 1 lakh. So the per capita income is 1 lakh divided by 10. So that will be the per capita income of this economy, right? Now, generally, people are saying that development is measured in terms of per capita income, and it is absolutely wrong. Okay, as an economic student, you must know this is not the definition of development. Per capita income may rise, but the economy may be underdeveloped. For example, just giving you one example. Consider any oil producing country. Okay, you know the OPEC countries are there. All of you know the concept of OPEC. So those countries are basically rich. All of you know that they're very rich. The lot of big houses, their living style. They all have the private jet, and so their living style is something different, right? So if you add their total income and it is divided by the total population of those countries, the per capita income is definitely quite high because they are rich. There are a section of people who are very rich because they are exporting, they are producing the raw petroleum, so they are very rich. Now as they are living in this particular economy, so the because of their income, the per capita income is quite high in this economy, but that doesn't mean the economy is very much developed. Why? Because if you go to the root level of that economy, you can see there are a lot of people who are basically illiterate, who are um, who are not getting food, sufficient food, who are starving. Those people who are not getting the basic health facilities. So these are there. So you can understand it is not at all a developed economy, but the per capita income is quite high. Why? Because there is a few people in this economy whose income is significantly large. Okay, why? Because they are the owner of the raw oil exporters. They are actually the raw oil exporters. So this is how development cannot be measured in terms of per capita income only. But definitely per capita income is one of the indicators of the development. So if per capita income is increasing, there may be development. Okay? Or you can say if the economy is developing, then per capita income is definitely rising. But the opposite is not true. Do you get my point? Again, I'm telling you again, if the economy is developing, then per capita income is definitely rising. But if per capita income is rising, it doesn't mean always the economy is developing. So what is so your question is, what will be the development indicators then? Yes, per capita, as I said, per capita income is one of those indicators. Other than that, there are so many others like education, health, sanitation, infrastructure. So these are all the indicators of the development. So this is all about the introductory class. In the next class, we will discuss in details about the poverty, and in the next class, we will discuss about the development and development gap in details. Okay. So thank you.